Here's the next installment, the third installment of the video lecture on the psychology of humor. So why do people smile? Well, we don't always smile just because we're laughing. There are lots of reasons, a variety of reasons, and you'll want to jot these down or capture the slide for sure. We enjoy a disgusting or frightening film. Think about it. How many of you have ever seen a gory film or a scary movie? Sometimes we smile when we're watching stuff like that. When we're hiding negative emotions like sadness, anger, fear, a lot of times people will smile because they don't want others to know that they're upset or that they're anxious or that they're fearful. When flirting, the vast majority of times when people are flirting, they smile. When they feel sadistic pleasure, yikes, and I hope that's nobody watching this video. When we're embarrassed, we smile. When we're complying to something contemptuous, in other words, when we're doing something that we really don't want to do but we feel like we have to do it, we tend to smile. When we have mixed emotions, if we don't know how to feel. Maybe you've been in a situation where you don't know whether to feel offended or happy or sad, and it's like, ooh, what do I do? I just had a conversation the other day with a friend of mine who's a girl, and she said this guy approached her, she didn't even know him, approached her and told her that she was hot. And I said, well, how did that make, and I've been friends with her for a very long time, and I asked her, well, how did that make you feel? She said, well, I don't know. I mean, I was flattered, so I felt kind of nice, and I thought it was kind of nice that he said that, but at the same time, I thought it was kind of rude that some guy I don't know just walked up to me and told me that I was hot. And she was smiling while she told me the story. So, yeah, I guess it's possible. And also when we feel social pressure, we tend to smile. Laughter, I know this slide might be hard to read because it's white here, but I'll read it off to you here. Human beings love to laugh. The average adult laughs 17 times a day. We like to laugh so much that there are actually industries built around it. We've talked about situation comedies on TV. Those movies or those television shows like Big Bang Theory, Modern Family, I could list off others, make millions and millions of dollars. People watch because they want to laugh. They want to escape from their real lives, from the real world, and just, they want to feel good. Laughing makes us feel good. Stand-up comedians make millions of dollars. Jeff Foxworthy, you've probably heard of him. Ron White, Larry the Cable Guy. Ellen DeGeneres, who has a very popular daytime TV show, started out as a stand-up comedian. So there's a lot of emphasis placed on laughter, and it's a big industry. Social pressures to laugh. Anthony Chapman, you'll want this too in your notes. Anthony Chapman did a study where he compared the actions of a group of children who knew they were being observed with a group who did not know they were being observed. So a lot of this kind of plays into the social psychology stuff that we're doing actually in class too. The children who knew they were being watched laughed 4 times as often as did those in the group where they did not know they were being watched. So if we are expected to laugh, if we're in a situation where others are watching us and we are expected to find humor in a situation, we tend to laugh more. It's almost like we're complying to social pressure to laugh. I thought that was interesting. Oh, my effects are going crazy here. All right, let's try it. There we go. Now, some more on laughter. Provine says that most laughter is not a response to jokes or other formal attempts at humor. Attardo adds that laughter may actually be caused by all sorts of non-humorous things. Tickling. I remember my grandfather used to tickle me when I was young. He would literally sit on my legs and just tickle me until I just wanted to punch him. Was I laughing? Yeah, but I wasn't having a good time. Laughing gas can make you laugh. Embarrassment. It can also be triggered by watching or hearing other people laugh, which is why soundtracks were invented to help radio audiences get into a laughing mood. If you watch a sitcom on TV, any sitcom, pay attention. A lot of us don't really think about it or pay attention to it, but listen for the laugh tracks. Every single time somebody says something, you can almost hear the audience laughing, even at stuff that's really not funny. But the idea is that when we hear that laughter watching these television shows, it puts the idea in our minds that, oh, this is funny, haha. So we get more enjoyment out of it as well. It's a psychological ploy. Okay, a couple more jokes. What's the difference between chopped beef and pea soup? Wait for it. Everyone can chop beef, but not everyone can pea soup. Now, come on, you know you wanted to laugh a little bit. Okay, maybe not. Why don't aliens eat clowns? Wait for it. Because they taste funny. Get it? Alright. Actually, I'm going to skip this slide, so you're not going to have to worry about this one. We're going to move to this one. Scholars have suggested humor also as a tool for effective management. And I've worked in, I've been working for almost 20 years in psychology in an office or in a prison where there's a management system in place. And a lot of the best managers I've ever had have had really good senses of humor and have encouraged us to laugh. We'll talk more about that here in just a second. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. There's no eye. Get it? Okay. That one was kind of dumb. I'll give you that one. Now, back to the effects of humor at work. And I actually have extrapolated this to the classroom. And I have found that humor can really increase the quality of the classroom experience for students. Of course, as a teacher, I have to be very careful the type of humor that I use and the situations that I select to try to be funny. But it can be a very effective tool. It's an effective persuasive device. If I'm trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do, like an assignment or a long exam, hypothetically, of course, I could persuade you to do that by injecting some humor into the assignment. As ingratiatory behavior. If ingratiation means you make yourself liked or likable to other people. If I want people to like me, if I'm a manager and you guys all work for me, if I can make you laugh, then you may like me. And if you like me personally, then I may get more out of you as your manager. Also, humor has been used to reduce social distance between managers and employees. There's this big wall between managers and the people who are working for the manager, and there has to be those boundaries in place. But you don't want managers and workers to be completely separate either. So humor can kind of bring those two pieces together a little more. So it can be used very effectively as a management tool, increasing positive impact and positive results at work. Chris Robert, another one you want here, assistant professor of management at the University of Missouri, and Columbia's Robert J. Trulask says that they say that joking around on the job can actually have a positive effect on productivity and employee retention. So if people can laugh at work, if they can find some humor in their day, then they actually produce more and they stay on the job more. Employee retention is how long you stay on the job. People that are unhappy, that don't enjoy themselves at work, don't stay there as long. They quit sooner or find different jobs. So, what do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino? Elephino. Nah, I thought that was kind of funny. French fry walks into the bar and says to the bartender, "Hey, could I get a beer, please?" The bartender looks at him, shaking his head, and replies, "No, we don't serve food here." I thought that was kind of funny. Again, but what do I know? Is laughter the best medicine? The physiological study of laughter has its own name, gelotology. So it has its own scientific name. Research has shown that laughing is more than just a person's voice and movement. It requires coordination of many muscles throughout the body. Laughter increases blood pressure. It changes your breathing pattern. Reduces levels of certain neurochemicals. It also provides a boost to the immune system, which we've already talked about some. Increases heart rate. And I think I found my good stopping point. We'll call this the end of that part. Thank you.